Welcome back, everyone. I am your host, Get Good Fox, and we're doing some more Lethal Zone Homecoming. You can see here that we've got ourselves a new vehicle. So I said that I didn't really... it could be a bad idea. It might be a good idea to tear the auto shop down and switch into a trader just to kind of speed things up. But I kind of just didn't want to go through the hassle of constantly rebuilding them, but maybe it wouldn't matter. But now that we have the third vehicle that we want, the Van D, well, this is a cargo van. So as you can see, we already are using it for the said purpose. This is the reason, this is why I always say storage is bad. Because we've got 8 slots in this vehicle, and when we upgrade it into the Van Dino, which I kind of wanted to do, but we only have 13 materials, and it takes 10 to upgrade it. I don't want to put myself into, like, bad morale for having low materials. But when we do that, we're going to get a 9th slot. So just think of any resource and multiply it times 9, any rucksack. So, like, 6 ammo times 9, 4 fuel times 9, and that's how much cargo that the Van Dino is capable of carrying, and that's why it's just not very good. So we got a weird glitch. This has been happening pretty frequently, so my Wichita, when I load in the game, just spawned somewhere else. So we're going to have to go and get the Wichita. Oh, another thing happened. Southie is now a hero character with plus 20 max health. I don't know if that applies to everyone, or if it's just to her.
You guys. Can we talk here?
Oh, it doesn't tell me my bonuses. We got some quests popping in as well. These look like some normal everyday quests. That's fine, though. So yeah, looks like we're going to have to go get the Wichita. I'll just fight my way through these guys. Oh, we also got the crossbow killer. And therefore I have 2 copies of my favorite. Okay, I thought that was going to result in some combat, but apparently not.
Tag, motherfucker!
Don't get me demonetized, Rodriguez. Like, that will definitely be grounds for getting kicked out. Like, I don't care if I spent prestige on you. Like, if you get me demonetized for swearing too much, like, it's just gonna be we're gonna have to get a breakup. That's like a deal breaker. That actually, you might think I'm being paranoid, but that actually happened a lot in the Dead Island playthrough, because apparently the developers thought good dialogue was to just constantly drop F-bombs in every moment. So this guy, hopefully we're just going to crash in here and just try to get that screamer out of the way. Don't know if that's going to work. Where is the screamer? It's alive. I missed it. Okay, let's squish him. I said squish the screamer, please. Thank you. Now we'll see who heard the call.
I thought I was dead.
Oh, it's 2 of you. You're pretty good. You want to clear infestations? Yeah,
Cool,
sure,
thanks.
I'll do it. These guys. This is actually a really good one. I believe they give me
everywhere.
one. I believe I get 1 rucksack
We have a creeper coming in.
per infestation. The only thing that would stop us from doing this would be a juggernaut. I didn't bring any anti-juggernaut weapons, but... Wait, I didn't pick up...
When I
Where's
was
the
a
Wichita?
boy, mainland America seemed like a dream. I'd launch toy boats at the shore, hoping they'd reach a land I never could. When I was part of the army, I fought for that dream. I'm with Red Talon now, but my purpose hasn't changed.
So I got a pistol that actually had a flavor text. If you don't know what a flavor text is, I believe that's a Magic the Gathering term. But it refers to kind of just like a,
There's
a little
that's
like...
literally crawling with zombies.
I just like banished an entire infestation to the Shadow Realm. Wow. Okay, so we need to get our reward. So I'm pretty sure we get 1 rucksack per infestation.
Let's do it. Please, accept this gift.
Yeah. Yeah, 1 rucksack per infestation. And I believe they're basic infestations, just like 1 screamer and 6 regular zombies. Anyway, so yeah, I was talking about Meredith, and I found a pistol that had a flavor text that was attributed to Meredith, and apparently in it he talks about that he was a special forces operative, I guess, in the army, which is interesting. There's the screamer. Just get the leg sweep. I don't do that because I can think, because you know you can't actually chop off the legs of the screamer, but it's a pretty fast attack, and that's because like you can make the attack while approaching. Like, couldn't show it there, but like yeah, you can do kind of like a running swing. You guys need help, don't you? There we go. And some people like complain that all I do is use like executions and I don't fight the zombies. It just depends on what weapon I use.
That whole damn
More
place is rotting with
rucksacks.
zombies.
So now we're
I
up to
want you
2.
to have this. It's a sign of appreciation.
So he gave me food. Now he gave me medicine. Food and medicine is great considering we actually use that for our training abilities. And now we're in again. Let's see if they are inside or outside the building. Right there. Let's get the screamer. The needler. And now we can just finish these guys up. So here's the... You saw it right there how I kind of like... I kind of stepped forward and then made that swing. That's why I like to do that, though.
Them around us.
Scratch one infestation.
There we go.
See you around.
So they should give me another one. Yeah, I gotta
As long
talk
as
to
that
them. They
plague
get one
heart
more
is
rucksack.
around, we can't really secure this place.
So like this is obviously like a fantastic deal. Okay, we're just gonna have to bash our way in. So okay, I want you to look at the sound waves we're creating. That's why like I don't really care too much about it's another reason why I don't care too much about stealth. Like the sound waves that are generated, like yes, they occasionally can cause a problem.
Away from the cloud.
But honestly, it's not very common for me to bash into a door and then be like, darn, like all my plans have been ruined. Just doesn't happen that often. Yeah, I want to talk to people, but apparently I can't.
Nope.
I mean, it's gonna get him.
Nope. Nope.
Come on. I'll shoot his arm. Ah, I got his arm. So I guess that horde was actually a bloater pod. And now we're kind of trapped in here for a bit. Man, are you like huffing up all that bloater gas? I guess he's not technically within its range.
Connection failure. Insufficient signal strength. Retrying in 30 seconds. Never mind, CLEO. I'm still seeing too much bioelectric interference from local plague hearts. If I didn't know better, I'd swear they were blocking your signal on purpose.
So we got food, ammo, and medicine. Like, very profitable.
Perhaps they could help us by clearing some plague hearts from the valley.
Yeah, I know, you really want
I want
those
you to have
plague
this.
guards, but...
Sign of appreciation.
Oh! Right on him. Better him than me.
Fucking A!
Let's head back to base real quick. There we go. And then we can drop this stuff off. I mean, since we're just killing infestations right now, I might just destroy that other one there. Oh, 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 oh! No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. You thought I would drive over there and that you'd get me. Man, we got a lot of bloaters there. I want to check our standing real quick. How are we doing? Wow, that's a decent chunk. I feel like I started at maybe like 1/4, and now we're up to basically halfway. So that's pretty good. And these Red Talon characters, like they can be a pain. Now they just are a pain to level up their standing. Even on standard zone, because like I got a hacker in my standard zone playthrough, and like yeah, it's just a pain. And I really don't like promoting them to leaders specifically
If I take
because
out the nearest plague heart, this should clear up.
okay, we can put that in. Can we put what's our medicine cap? 50. Oh wow, big cap. That goes in. Ammo. Yep, definitely can put the ammo in. And I guess I'll throw in these as well. Anyways, I'm gonna resupply, and we will see what we're gonna do. Okay, so we got 2 objectives that we're gonna do. Since we're just on an infestation like frenzy right now, let's just go ahead and take out this infestation. It appeared recently, so it's a small one, and it's at the barn. And honestly, the barn is a really easy place to clear, and that's because the doors are wide open, and you can easily see the screamer. In fact, we can see him right there. Oh, yes. Thank you, aim. My aim is true from time to time. I hear zombies. I'm not sure if those ones behind me saw me or not.
Well, this dump's been emptied out.
There we go. So these are good examples of how I say, like, it's okay to take damage on Lethal Zone. Obviously...
Okay, Izzbee here again. I am officially a genius. I've cracked our mystery radio signal, and let me tell you, this is a gold mine. And to show my thanks, I invite you to join me and get stinking rich.
Anything else? Okay, so that quest actually popped overnight, and it didn't give us the full dialogue, because, like, Chavez chirps in, and he's basically like...
So here's the big secret about the signal.
Oh, maybe he will talk.
It was a Red Talon signal, all right, but they were sending it to CLEO.
CLEO? Who's CLEO?
Long story, but the point is, these drops were ordered like months ago. CLEO was just waiting for confirmation on the final destination, which is what we're about to do.
I don't understand half of what you're saying, but I trust you.
Like, shut up, Chavez. You know what CLEO is. Like, we were calling in CLEO drops, like, all the time.
Anyone out there?
In Heartland.
Hang tight.
So this quest we're doing here, A Cry for Help, it just keeps popping up. Like, I feel like that means it's a distinctive quest, like it's probably a Trumbull Valley quest. Looks like we're going to have to clear this area. Why not? We'll do it. One of the problems with my controller sticking is that it's a little bit harder for me to do the neutral dodge. Because the controller sticks a little bit and it adds a little bit of direction, and that causes me to, like, dodge in a direction rather than do the... See, just like the perfect example right there, with the way I was walking forward still. Like, I feel like my controller is unfortunately, like, finally starting to give... It was such a great controller, too. Like, I will say right now, the Xbox Elite controller, the original, I haven't used the sequel follow-up.
Reaching out to the folks living at the church in Spencer's Mill. I wanted to ask a favor. Can you pick up? Church of the Ascension, do you read me? Over. Hello? Hello? Is anyone there?
Okay, I think that's the end of that. That's another more chatter from Ray. Stop
Thanks
moving.
for finding me.
I never thought I'd be the one who needs saving. Let's get you out of here.
Think you could get me back to my base?
Sure. Why not? I guess I can do that. It's in the cards. So we're now at the point where I don't really care about gain. So in the beginning of the Lethal Zone playthrough, I try to avoid gaining standing. And I mean, like, not avoid, but, like, I try to gain standing from relevant sources, like quests. Like, I don't want to kill, like, a feral. Because the reward for a feral is, like 12 influence or something. So it's like what I would consider a... Oh, here's another... Very nice. They got themselves a nice van here. I need to come back. Probably off. I'll do that, like, between episodes, but... Interesting. Is this a home base? It seems a rather...
This is the place, right? I appreciate it.
Seems rather elaborate as a prompt. What are you going to give me? I appreciate the help getting the, maybe we can find a way to repay the favor. What do you mean?
Seems like you got a lot of zombies around here. My team could solve that problem.
Oh, don't tell me
Just
these are,
say
like,
the
the
word.
Zed Thumpers.
Got it.
Are you the Zed Thumpers? The Lab Rabbits?
Okay, let's
Yeah, I
do
think
this.
these are the Zed
Yeah.
Thumpers. So I may have mistaken. Okay, let me take a look around real quick. Do they have... Yep, they're the Zed Thumpers. That's what I was looking for. Here I was thinking that they were a distinctive quest, when in reality, they're the Zed Thumpers. Oh, it's like, why do I don't know. Why do I call them the Zed Thumpers? It's just the most memorable name of all the... Okay, CLEO thing. CLEO thing? I have a feeling like this is going to be a pretty dangerous quest, so I'm going to dress for, like, a pretty high level of combat. I don't know why I'm not getting the coordinates to the objective. Who else do we have? I'm not doing that quest, like, destroying the... We'll get to that when we get to it, like, when we change bases. This quest better not be, like, wigging out on me, because, like, oh, whoa, whoa, who put these boxes in the road?
This may be the stupidest fucking thing I've ever done.
Yeah, almost, like, crashing into some boxes. Yeah, that wasn't too smart, I agree. I don't know why the quest isn't activating. Normally when you select the quest as active, it starts dialogue, and don't do that to me, truck or van. I don't need you like going crazy on me. Okay. Anyways, let me see what's wrong. Okay, so I went ahead and reloaded the game, and that's because I don't know. Maybe the game just needs to kind of like unclog itself or something, you know, derped up. But I got a tip from the audience, and as I said, like, these videos are recorded in advance, so it can take a while for the advice you give me to actually come into effect. But I was told that there actually is something worthwhile at Jurassic Junction, but what we have to do is climb on top of one of the buildings, and supposedly we're supposed to find a unique thing there. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. We're going to head right back to the original Jurassic Junction and see what secrets were withheld from me. I don't remember which building they said to climb up, so we're just going to go up both of them. So let's try this one first. That looks like a human body. Like, I mean, I guess zombies are still human, but like, that looked like a wow. How do I get over there? Oh, another ladder.
Something must be wrong because I actually like it here.
Oh, so what have I guess I should talk about, like, what I've been doing in between, like, in the nights and whatnot. Well, I have been looting mainly, and I've decided, like, you know, before I move bases, I do like to loot the area, so I basically have been just, like, clearing these generic buildings out. Admittedly, half of the buildings are pre-looted, so that's really not that much of a challenge, but...
Satellite network connection failure. Insufficient signal strength.
Look at this. We've got a weapon in this guy's skull. That's interesting, though, because this guy doesn't seem like... He's not a zombie. So did somebody get, like, murdered? Was there murder? Did somebody murder somebody? Here it is. The Dino Jawblade, a bladed melee weapon. One-of-a-kind weapon was lovingly handcrafted as a display piece for a local tourist attraction, but it's still dangerously lethal. Let's take a look at the stats and equip it. So, we have a curiously high amount of impact for a bladed weapon, which is interesting. But we also have a curiously high amount of lethality, which is also interesting. That's not a combination that I would really expect to have both high impact and high lethality. The dismemberment is low, meaning it's not going to chop off limbs very much, and the knockdown is low. You can't have everything, but you know, those really aren't that important stats. Like, the impact actually could be useful because impact is the stat that influences the damage you do to plague arts and juggernauts, and maybe even ferals. I'm not sure. The ease of use is below average, meaning it will eat up a bit of stamina, and the speed is topped out, so this weapon should swing very quickly. And it certainly does. Like, we can see the stamina usage, though. That's pretty significant. Like, you'd have to be a little careful or bring, like, a lot of stamina items with you, because, like, you know, that's going to eat up... For a weapon that swings that fast, like, it is going to eat up your stamina a little bit. Let's just chop some of these guys up and see how it performs. I mean, why not?
Okay, Izzbee here again. I am officially a genius. I've cracked our mystery radio signal, and let me tell you, this is a gold mine. And to show my thanks, I invite you to join me and get stinking rich.
Pretty good so far. It's interesting how, like, it slaps with kind of like almost a blunt sound. I mean, it's not interesting. It's kind of like predictable, but it definitely does. It kind of has like a slapping sound rather than a cutting sound, and it's also not like a bonking sound. You know, like, I know we're using really vague terms, but that's what I notice about it. It seems like a decent weapon though overall. Like it's a curious stat combination to be honest. Attack! So that was the first enemy that it. Okay, 2 enemies that took 3 hits. Now that's just part of the disadvantage of swordplay is that with swordplay you just kind of don't know how many hits it's going to take. It could take 1 hit, it could take 4 hits. You just never know. It's just the way swordplay is.
I need a break.
Overall, though, it does seem like a pretty good weapon, especially if you're a brand new player and you're using like really crummy weapons. Yeah, you can just like take a little mosey over to Jurassic Junction and
All
get
that
it.
work for this?
Looks like someone's in here. No longer. And it's not even like a bounty broker weapon where you actually have to do something. Like, yeah, you just get a weapon.
Locked. Fucking figures.
Okay, so it looks like I have to smash my way in. Yeah, I want to fast loot. I'm lazy.
Gun in now, you clumsy fuck.
Oh, scraps of circuitry. We need those. Pallet
shit's
storage,
gonna
not
slow me
exciting, but we need to like. There we go. We need to. Where's the car at? We need to drop some of this stuff off in the car. Let's see if CLEO will talk.
Heading your way. Nothing better try to stop me.
Yeah, I guess I got nothing else on my schedule. Where do you need us, Iz?
Wait, you're coming too? I guess that's okay. Anyway, meet me in Spencer's Mill for the details.
That cloud is poison.
Thought I heard a feral, but it could have just been the hissing sound of the bloaters. Like I said, we're at the point now where
headshot that bloater.
we're at the point now where I really don't care if we gain influence from kind of like dumb places, because we are now strong enough. Like I know I often don't complete my thoughts, but that's just because this game constantly interrupts me. But my point is that in the beginning, I try to only gain influence from important sources like completing a quest, because I don't want the game to accelerate into stuff
gonna
like
slow me down.
triple ferals. Yeah, I just don't want that to become a common thing. And that's one of the ways I manage it. But now that we can deal with triple ferals, we can deal with most things that the game throws at us pretty confidently. Now it's okay. Like if we get like, you know, that was a pretty good source of standing. We got standing for every bloater, and then we got another hit of standing for destroying a horde. So that's perfectly fine. That's the point that we're at right now. So let's put this in, the letter in, just stuff that doesn't stack. And seeds. So one thing that's pretty interesting is I've actually gotten some of these same items, but it appears that you're able to get unique Trumbull Valley exclusive items. So like I did the Tressie quest line, and at the end of it, you get an item, and it's like a distinct. I'm sure you could take it to other areas once you get it, but you can only get it from Trumbull Valley, and I think that's a really good idea. So now like. Another example that would be the Enigmatic Axe, which is like a two-handed heavy weapon, and you can only get that from Providence Ridge, like it's in a secret location. And but you know, I think that's a really good idea. I think every single map should be like that. One of the things that, you know, when I make my reaction video, that's kind of one of the things that I'm going to talk about, like as kind of a sneak peek, is the idea that one of the things we've got is, this is the first map. Trumbull Valley. It's the first map that I actually consider close to a complete game experience. When State of Decay 2 first launched, it was really, really bare bones. Like it just did not feel like State of Decay 2. It didn't even feel like State of Decay 1.5. It felt like State of Decay 1.25. And those of you who played in the very beginning also know that it was like really, really buggy. Like not quite unplayably buggy, but it was very close to it. Like really terrible glitches that would get your characters killed in cheap ways. So this is like the first map that I would say like actually does feel like a proper successor to the State of Decay 1, because a lot of the features that didn't make it into the game, like heavy weapons, different difficulty, and quests, story-related quests, like in Enclaves, like they just weren't in the game, even though State of Decay 1 had them. Anyways, let me refit, and like I said, we're going to bring some bouncing Boruses up in here, just because I just feel like a lot of crap is going to happen, and I'm probably even going to bring an extra pyro launcher, might even craft some extra pyro launcher, but I'll see you there.
So here's the big secret about the signal I decrypted. It was a Red Talon signal, all right, but they were sending it to CLEO.
CLEO? Who's CLEO?
Long story, but the point is, these drops were ordered like months ago. CLEO was just waiting for confirmation on the final destination, which is what we're about to do.
I don't understand half of what you're saying, but I trust you.
I'm here.
Where you at?
Okay, so...
I'm on the roof. Stronger signal up here.
You know this place is crawling with muertos, right?
Okay, so as I was saying, it's very nice that this objective's occurring in the town that we're in. Very nice. Oh, it's Chavez.
What the hell? Let's do this.
Okay, can't trade. Up to the roof. This is actually, if you didn't play Heartland, this is actually the location of Izzbee's original quest. I believe a CLEO drop lands on top of the roof.
You made it. Nice. I've input the final authorization code. I just have to hit send. Ready to see what Red Talon ordered from CLEO?
Yeah, sure, why not?
What the hell? Let's do this.
Great dialogue. Like, thank you, Chavez. Just say the same thing.
So, you ready to call down a rain of loot drops from our pal CLEO?
Why not?
All right. I'm authorizing CLEO to make the drops in 3, 2, 1.
Should something be happening?
Wait for it. It worked! You guys, it actually worked!
I never had any doubt.
Well, let's not just stand around. There's loot to collect.
Wait a second. Shouldn't this not work, considering that the interference from the Plague Guards? Like, isn't that the thing that Dr. Hoffman is constantly complaining? Like, but they need to kill the if you don't kill the Plague Guards, then I can't do anything. And yet here we are, with like, I guess 3 CLEO drops. Let's see what kind of fantastic loot we can get.
Come on by and we can talk.
Almost as if on time.
Nope.
I'm surprised you'd even talk to me after everything that happened.
You backed the call you thought was right for the crew. I respected that. We all did.
I don't understand how you can just accept this. My big idea got our friends killed.
We didn't cause that fuel spill at Jurassic Junction or the fire. I forgave you a long
Oh god, please don't. Please, dude, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't attack the Plague Guard, or you will ruin this entire operation. Are you attacking the Plague Guard? Okay, everyone crouch so that you don't attack the Plague Guard. Oh my god, they're still attacking. Okay, are we done? Are we done? Alright, first drop. Bag of EMT supplies. So this is very similar to the CLEO drops in... It's very similar to the CLEO drops in Heartland. The Heartland drops, they don't give you, like, daybreak equipment. They just give you, like, various supplies. So, like, this is actually going to be... Like, the quantity of supplies we're going to get here is going to require frequent back-and-forth travel, unfortunately. Let's just throw some... Nope, no attacking the Plague Guard. This goes in. Let's throw this stuff in. And what I'm probably going to do is just drive this back to the base and make just constant jump cuts so that we can... You know, like, no one wants to see me drive back to base. Okay, so we're approaching...
Out here.
And...
It's nothing.
So it looks like I correctly guesstimated that we would have to deal with some heavier
One
enemies.
last adventure for old time's sake. Let's do this.
Let's go ahead and start rolling before I get burned. There we go. Got the Feral. That should get him cooking. Need to switch to my snacks in the event I need some stamina.
I gotta rest.
Yeah, resting would probably be nice. You know, Chavez, you could start shooting the Feral while it's burning. Like, I know eventually it'll get cooked, but you could contribute. Huh, Eris. Okay, now we can loot the second one. Like, they didn't give me any warning that this would be a big, you know, like a bit of a battle, but like... Let's go ahead and get you out of the way. I just could tell. This is gonna be a thing. Okay, second one. We got a Kodiak XL, it's a pretty good shotgun. Building materials, demo hammer, and as usual, this is not going to fit. It also is even harder because I decided to bring a plague cure just in case somebody got, or if I got sick rather, because we are going to have to deal with that.
Gotta stay frosty. Plague zones all over the place.
All right, so we're going to try to take this. Wait, did I not fully loot this? Like, why is this drop still? Yeah, I guess I didn't fully loot this. Oh. There's a few extra bullets in there. Okay, so here comes the final one. We are going to try to get out a little early to take the Juggernaut by surprise, because if I can do that... Let me try to... No, not going to work. Fortunately, out of the visual range... Okay, let's try to get out here. Okay, we are going to use the crossbow here. And that's because I don't want to make any noise. And that's because if we can... Oh, of course. Do I have words of encouragement? Yes,
I sure could use an attaboy right about now.
Hey, you're doing great. So keep doing that.
Wow. So encouraging. I can just feel...
I spotted a Feral!
That's going to ruin our plan.
Here's a bunch of stuff I scavenged.
Oh, he's stuck in the door. I didn't throw it far enough.
Fire in the hole!
There we go. Oh, that's fine. Did he not do any damage to me? See that? We killed... So, although the first hit was... You know... We didn't throw it far enough, but you can see the second hit was sufficient to kill the Juggernaut in one hit. That's what I mean by the bouncing boars. Like, I do consider it an overpowered weapon, but the thing is, it still requires practice. But if you can get the hang of it, yeah, like, you can actually farm Plague Juggernauts, mainly for standing. Okay, where is it? Is it on the roof, possibly? My assumption is that it landed on the roof? Okay, let's get on the roof. Like, the main challenge with the bouncing boars is, like, you just have to throw enough of them to get the feel for how far they can be thrown and how far they roll, because they roll forward.
Thanks for the fun, Iz. Nice to see you smile again.
You know it.
And be sure to thank CLEO, whoever she is.
No problem. Take care of yourself.
Adios, Vato.
Oh, so Chavez is now an ally, and he's providing... Oh, we got 500 influence for that. That's pretty good. That's a very lucrative quest. I'm still using my bad headset, so like if I start looking around randomly, it's because I keep thinking that I'm completely surrounded, and I can't tell what direction they're coming from because I don't have that directional hearing any longer. Okay, we gotta loot the rest of this stuff. So I guess that is the end of Chavez's quest line. I would assume just because we became an ally. Maybe not though. Doesn't necessarily have to be the case. I sure hope you guys don't die. I don't know if they can die. Does anyone know if they can die? Please report in the comment section. Oh, I didn't even... Whatever. I'm not going to make you watch this. Alright, so we have enough materials to build what I want, as well as not go into like bad, not take the morale hit. So let's go ahead and take the auto shop, and let's build a heavy upgrade kit. We've got plenty of resources. I mean, like, we could use more parts, but that's kind of just the way it works on Lethal Zone. But yeah, that's why I didn't bother to repair this or refuel it, because once we give it the heavy upgrade, it fully repaired and should be fully fueled. Yep, fully fueled. And our stuff, bonus stuff wasn't too good. But yeah, so here is the Bandito. If you've never used it before, we can see now that it has a 9th slot, which is fantastic. And once again, that's why I just don't value, storage, because just get 2 Banditos. So like, this is our looting vehicle. You could also loot with the Bandito. The problem with the Bandito is it's so wide that it can be hard to weave in and out of objects. Sometimes you get trapped on things. And honestly, the higher speed, and this has 7 slots, which is still nice. And then we have our dispatch vehicle over here, the Road Mangler. Only 3 slots, but very narrow, doesn't get trapped as easily, very fast, and very fuel efficient. And all we need now is a 4th Bandito, and then we'll have pretty much all the cars that I would want to use. Anyways, that's the end of today's episode. Yeah, I think Rich, quote unquote, as clear as Izzbee said, I think that's probably a bit of an exaggeration. More rucksacks would have been nice. All those guns and stuff. Probably, some of them weren't bad, but a lot of them probably gonna get scrapped. Bullets, blah. Don't really need it, but there we go. I'll take it, especially the 500 infantry. Look at that, we're up to 6,400 now, so that is pretty good. So I know where to get the last Bandito, and then we won't need the auto shop anymore. Be able to upgrade into other things. But yeah, until next time. Oh, let's see our standing. Look at, oh man,
life is currently acceptable.
That's what, about like 50% standing he gained. He started about 25. Now he's up to maybe 75 to 80%. Really nice, very productive day overall. Pretty good. Anyways, let me know what you think down in the comment section. Like the video, visit and subscribe for future Lethal Zone homecoming content. Of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.